We woke up to some big news this morning as Kyle McCord is going to be entering the transfer portal. This is big news for Ohio State. This is big news for the transfer portal. This is big news for recruiting. We're going to dig into that today, but before we do, you need to click that subscribe button right now. Tap it with the finger on your phone, click it with the mouse on your computer, because we're going to be covering the recruiting process all year long. We cover Devy Fantasy Football, Dynasty Fantasy Football, and Redraft Fantasy Football all year long as well. But let's dig into this. Let's look at Kyle McCord. Where is he going to go? What's going to happen with him? What's going to happen with Ohio State? Who are the recruits that they're going to be looking at now? Who's the next man up? And this is the news that dropped today. Ohio State starting quarterback Kyle McCord has entered the transfer portal, and this hit around 6:30 this morning, and this was a dime that hit the bucket. A lot of people around the Columbus area was wondering if he was going to hit the portal. Like, it was not a surprise. Little rumors coming out, but no facts. But this morning, off the rip, not too far off from that Michigan performance, he is hitting the transfer portal this season for Ohio State quarterback. Really not up to par. Good enough to get you undefeated to that Michigan game, but not good enough to really set this team to the next level. And the thing is, once this news broke, everybody knew or are speculating that Ohio State's bringing in a big fish. Through recruiting, through the portal, something's happening because the other quarterbacks have already been on the roster. Everything's been cut and dry so far. So there has to be some new information to look at, looking at the transfer portal. From what we're seeing, from reading the tea leaves, the two hot names here that's being linked with Ohio State is Dante Moore and Carmeron Ward. You also have some other guys in the portal: Will Howard, Riley Leonard, DJU, Will Rogers. Kyle McCord on 247 Sports is ranked 5th among the transfer portal quarterbacks, so he's right behind Riley Leonard in the rankings. But looking at Dante Moore here, he was a 5-star prospect in last year's recruiting class. We covered him. Big-bodied quarterback who can really sit there in the pocket and deliver dimes downfield, has the arm strength, can push it downfield. When it comes to dealing with pressure, he just does not care. He'll just stand there in the pocket, take the hit, and get the pass downfield. Very poised and calm. He's not going to scramble with the ball. He's not going to take off and run with it a lot, but he's going to be there in the pocket. He's going to man up, take that hit, deliver the ball downfield, have some accuracy, push it downfield, make those plays. Very composed, very stoic in the pocket. A guy that has a very good feel from what we saw last year during the recruiting process. 247 Sports, 247 Sports has him ranked as the top quarterback in the transfer portal right now. Carmeron Ward, a prior transfer to Washington State, has been good these last few years, and you go watch him play, and you can see how he can fit in this Ohio State offense. He can move well in the pocket, has a very good feel of what's going on around him, and then keeps his eyes downfield and delivers dimes, delivers buckets. If these wide receivers, these 5-star prospects, top end 4 stars, keep getting open, keep running crossers and beating those DVs, finding holes in the zone, and he's dealing with pressure, he's going to find them open. He's going to create a few extra seconds where those wide receivers can work. He can throw it downfield. He can make those plays happen. If the play breaks down, it's going to be all right. He's going to give you more opportunities compared to a Kyle McCord and some other quarterbacks. He's got some experience at the Power 5 level, so a quarterback here that could step in and make things happen with this tremendous Ohio State offense and be a good. And there's another big fish in this pond that Ohio State fans have been talking about on Twitter, and that's Arch Manning. There's been rumors that he's been looking to leave Texas, that he could be going on to somewhere else. Ohio State could be a great fit there for him. One of the most hyped up 5-star recruits that we've seen in quite some time. If he goes there, Ohio State's going to erupt, and maybe they got some plans. Maybe something's going on. Maybe one of these 3 guys end up going there, but a lot of people are speculating about Arch Manning as well. And then looking at the depth chart here at Ohio State, behind McCord was Devon Brown, Tristan, and Lincoln Kineholtz. So 3 quarterbacks here that were already on the roster. They're not variables right now. So McCord was either receiving news that, hey, we're going to have to do something here, or they're really looking into bringing in another quarterback prospect, which is what most people are speculating that Ohio State's going to do. They also have Aon Nolan, a 5-star quarterback in the composite for 24/7 Sports. That's a hard commit right now. One of the top quarterbacks in the 2024 class, a developmental prospect that they're going to have in their system for the next few years. He's another variable in this piece, but he's been signed with the team since April, so he's been there. He's not a new variable, a new piece of information that caused McCord to hit the portal. Then looking at this 2024 recruiting class and just looking at the recent visits, Ohio State hasn't had many recent visits with any of these top quarterbacks. In January, they sent an offer to Sayan. Still nothing in the last few weeks or months. So they still need to work the recruiting trails at the quarterback position if they want to try and land some more of these top quarterbacks to add some bodies, some top-tier prospects to their depth. But going back to Kyle McCord here, where's he going to go? It's definitely not going to be a top-tier Power 5 school anymore. He's going to have to play at a lower level. He's more than likely going to a lower-tier Power 5 school and really progressing his career from there. More power to him. He does have some promise, but it wasn't clicking to 100% at Ohio State. Wasn't 100% firing to his potential there at Ohio State. Ohio State overall needed a little bit more at the quarterback position. They needed somebody to really get them through those tough matchups, someone that could push the ball, move the chains more effectively during those tough series against those tougher opponents. Kyle McCord, a good game manager. Kyle McCord, a good quarterback who can sling it downfield, but can be also a little bit volatile at times as well. Can really have some down moments. But for the Ohio State Buckeyes, they're looking to do a little bit more. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Who do you think's going to Ohio State? Where do you think Kyle McCord's going? I want to hear that in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on the way out. I want to thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.